Alright guys, on the bench, we have kind of a special treat, I guess you could say. So this is, as the box says, it's a Browning LTD. But what's special about this is my own personal radio that I had sold to a good customer of mine. So I don't know if you guys will remember a few, well, probably many videos back. I had a SST by Browning and an LTD by Browning on the bench from the same person. And I got the SST. I believe that was like a recap and alignment, just basic service. And the LTD also was supposed to be just a basic service, but unfortunately, the LTD became I guess you could say it wasn't worth fixing. So what happened was, it was supposed to be a regular service. Had a couple of new old stock transistors that came with it. Those ended up being bad. Got the radio fixed again, and then when I went to go do the alignment, all the adjustments were glued. So it was, they were all broken. I tried my best to, he even sent in another parts radio. But whoever had it, before just did a complete mess on it, and it was just not worth messing with anymore. So he got his SST back, and so I told him, I said, hey, I have an LTD with the channel mod, almost with all, because these are normally 23 channel radios. I have one that has almost all 40 channels with the channel mod. It's in great shape with the box and some literature. I don't want to sell it, but, for you I will. So I sold it to him. So I'm going to be doing a full service to this recap alignment, and giving it back to him. We opted down this road, and better off this way. This radio, I know, just from having it from myself, is a way better candidate for a restoration than the one he had sent in. Unfortunately, that's what happens. You have a lot of techs out there, but only a handful of them are actually reliable and, trustworthy. So anyway, with that being said, this one's pretty cool. Comes with the box, comes with some literature, and the almost a completely stock radio except for the channel mods. So I don't think you can get a better candidate than this. You get almost all 40 channels, I think, except 24, 25, and 26, if I'm not mistaken. But you get all the rest of them, 1 from 40, except for those. So, anyway, I figured I'd just do a quick rundown on this radio, and I think you guys will like it. Let me get this thing open. We'll go through some of the literature that's in it, do some tests before and after, and that's about it. So let me get this thing open. Stand by. Such a cool way to secure these boxes. Which way does it go now? Or is it this one? Here it is, this one. I don't want this to be an unboxing video, I hate them. But, so this is original, this is all original paperwork that came with this radio when I purchased it. Just a warranty registration. And what else we have here? These came with pretty much all the radios back in the day. Just an application for the FCC. So this is FCC form 505. I wonder what would happen if you actually filled this out and sent it to the FCC. I wonder what would happen. All right, there's that. Unfortunately, this radio does not have instructions, but it does have some cool documentation here, some cool paperwork. And yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. And then we have the radio. All right, let me get this unboxed. Yeah, what's cool is it has the original bracket as well. So, all right, let me get this unboxed from here. All right, so let's do a sensitivity test here. So it's on channel 12. Pick the channel about midway. I guess it doesn't really make a difference, but channel 12. That's channel 12. So let's put the volume up. Excuse the tone. So at minus 101. About minus 101 dBm. It's not bad, but could probably improve upon that once we get this recapped and aligned. And all right, let's see what she's doing for power output, and that's about it for a preliminary check. You know, after that, I'll have to go and recap this and do an alignment. Let's put this on the MFJ meter and see what she's doing for power. Stand by. All right, it's on AM. Let's check out the power here. A dead key about 4.5. Audio, audio, audio. Swing it to about 12, 13. All right, let's go to LSB, lower sideband. Audio, audio, audio. Swing into about what, 18 or so. Let's go to upper sideband. Nobody really uses. Audio, audio, audio. Yeah, swing into almost 17, 18. All right, so we got a healthy radio here. So that's about it for a preliminary check. Here's the actual, let me show you the channel mod, old school channel mod, to get almost all 40. So it's right there. And it's on the noise blanker switch, which I probably would have put it on the PACB switch myself, but I'm not going to change it now. It's fine on the noise blanker and off switch there. So noise blanker, you get your normal 1 to 23, and then when you switch it to off, you get, I got to double check, but I think you get 26 to 50 would be the channels, but it's something I can double check. I'm sure the customer's going to want to know anyway, just in case if you know, he might have a frequency counter, but just in case, I'll probably just end up giving him a cheat sheet on the channels and the frequencies. But yeah, noise blanker, that's your regular 1 to 23. So all right, let me I'm gonna get this. It's a nice looking radio. I already went through and looked at some of these adjustment cans, and they all seem to be in working order, unlike the other one, which was glued in. Some of the cores were literally super glued in. So frustrating. But this radio looks like it's unmolested, other than the channel modification. But yeah, that's about it. So I'll get this recapped. Bottom of it looks in great shape. I hate, shouldn't say I hate, it's a strong word, but working with this type of chassis, it's challenging. But anyway, you just take your time, um, and things will be okay. But it is a little bit more challenging dealing with a chassis like this versus regular foil. But it's not impossible to do. But all right, well, let me get this recapped, and we'll take it from there, and then we'll go through the alignment and see if we can't get this receive a little bit better than what it is. And I think transmit's right on point. But if we need to go through the alignment procedure, we'll do the transmit alignment as well. All right, stand by. All right, guys, so I'm sitting here recapping this, and I just wanted to point out one particular capacitor that's in this specific radio. If this will focus. So we have a 1 microfarad 6.3 volt, focus please, BP, bipolar. So this has no positive or negative. So this one can be inserted in any direction, as long as you put in the same type. So this is another bipolar. This is a 1 microfarad 50 volt BP bipolar. So this can be inserted in any way. So yeah, I just figured I'd point that out. And that one goes, let me see if I can point this. That one goes right in there. And I'm not sure if that one there is bipolar as well, but I know that one there is bipolar. Yeah, just something I wanted to point out. Yeah, that other cap that I had mentioned, another bipolar cap, 3.3 microfarad, 6.3 volts. But look at the condition of this cap. It's horrendous. But yeah, so whenever you get those, change them out for another bipolar cap. This is a 50 volt, 3.3. Yeah, that's about it with this radio. This is actually the last cap I have to do. It's kind of this was a tough one to recap. You got to get in all these little areas here, and what kind of sucks is, as I was mentioning before, this type of chassis here, it's not having a copper foil, it kind of sucks when you're using a desoldering gun. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work, depending on how much solder is on these traces. So sometimes you just have to use a regular soldering iron and kind of just rock them out back and forth. But again, this is a very challenging radio to recap. But anyway, I'm on my last cap, which is right in there. It's my last cap I got to do, and then I can go ahead and align this radio, and it's pretty much all set. So yeah, I just wanted to point out those two bipolar caps in this particular radio here. You got to. So what I do is, when I know I'm going to be recapping something, I either look for a kit from like Klondike Mike. He has good kits. Actually, that's the only place I'll actually look for a kit. And I've never had an issue with his kits. If not, what I will do is I'll try to find the service manual, whether it's the Sam's or the original one, and go in the back and go down the list of electrolytics. Usually, I know the Sam's manuals have it, and most of the original manuals have them. It'll list every single electrolytic capacitor, and that's how I will normally order my capacitors, because I don't keep everything in stock. Like, I'm not going to keep every single bipolar electrolytic in stock. I'm not going to keep, radial, every single axial in stock. I just don't. I don't do enough to go through it all in a timely manner. What I don't want to do is start installing capacitors that are like 5 years old. So I don't want to keep them. I don't want to keep a bunch of them in stock. I keep the more common ones, and that's about it. So, but that's how I do it. I go through the service manual, and I just go down the line of electrolytic capacitors, make a list, and then just go right to DigiKey and get them that way. So that's how I knew there was 2 bipolar capacitors in this radio. All right, let me get this last capacitor in, and let me get this aligned. Stand by. All right, well, I figured while I'm waiting for my signal generator to warm up, I forgot to turn it on to do the receive alignment. I figured we'd just go through the channel modifications on this radio. So with noise blanker on, you have your standard 1 to 23. This is a 23 channel radio. Noise blanker off, we have 26 to 55. So the only 2 channels we're missing are the 24 and the 25 out of the standard 40. And honestly, those channels are kind of, non-important when you look at the 1 to 40. You're looking for like 38 sideband, channel 6, 19, 11, 9, I guess, for emergency, or if you're, you listen to the Spanish side of things, that's important, having a channel 9. Yeah, basically, that's basically it. So 24 and 25 are kind of insignificant. So this is a really good channel mod, and definitely worth keeping. But anyway, let's go through. I got this thing hooked up to the frequency counter, and yeah. So let's. Okay, we're on channel 1. We'll see what we're doing. Noise blanker on, and we have 26.965. Pretty damn close. All right. So channel 1, 26.965. All right. That's the list I got from Walcott Radio. Downloaded it online. All right. So let's do 23. Noise blanker on. And we have 27.255. Spot on. All right. So channel 23. 27.255. Alrighty. Perfect. So now let's put the put this back to channel 1. Noise blanker off. Let's see what we got. We have here 27.264. So that should be 27.265. But so it's a little off. But the thing is, on these older 23 channel radios, the clarifier is unlocked. So yeah, on all these radios, whether they have Delta Tune or whatever they want to call the clarifier, they're unlocked, so you can kind of dial in perfectly, exactly, especially if you have a frequency counter. 23. And we have 27.554. So let me go back to channel 1. And yeah, noise blanker. We'll do the noise blanker off. So that should be channel 26. So that should be 0.265. So let me key up here, and I'll turn the clarifier, and we can get it spot on. 27.265. It didn't take much on the clarifier. So that's what's awesome about these old 23 channel sideband radios. These clarifiers already come unlocked. So all you need is a frequency counter, and you can kind of dial in, perfectly. exactly, on frequency. So that's the benefit of these older 23 channel radios. But this thing is good to go, other than the receive alignment. I'm just gonna wait another half hour more, and I'll do the receive alignment and see if we can get this thing hearing any better. But yeah, all the caps are here. It's not a lot of caps. They were just tough to get at. Some of them were really tough getting out. But yeah, the whole radio's recapped, working great. She's on frequency. You can't ask for anything better than this out of these old 23 channel radios. And what's good about having the clarifier unlocked, 5 years from now, if for some reason you get these frequency drifts from, aging crystals, again, you have this clarifier unlocked. So that's a plus for sure. So yeah, that's about it for this radio. So I'm gonna get this frequency. I'm gonna get this signal generator warm up a little bit, and then see if we can get a little bit of sensitivity out of her. Stand by. All right, it's hooked up to the signal generator. We're on channel 12. Channel 12. All right, excuse the tone. Minus 108 dBm, so we improved upon that. I'm having some issues here with some interference, but earlier I had it right at exactly minus 110 dBm. I don't know if I'm having coax cable issues here, but something's going on. But anyway, yeah, it's between 108 and minus 108 and minus 110 dBm, so that's spot on, perfect for this radio. So yeah, that's really about it. So what I'm gonna do now is just get the speaker soldered back on, and we can do we'll do some channel surfing. How about that? All right, let me get this back together. Stand by. All right, she's all back together, aligned, recapped. Ready to go. Channel mods, the channel mod, good to go. I'm really happy with this radio. I'm happy to send it to where it's going to. So yeah, let's do some channel surfing. I don't know, there's not much skips coming in lately, but let's see what's going on. Someone's got a bad squeal. not much skip coming in. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if I can improve on something. If you guys are enjoying these videos. Hopefully you are. That's it for me. Talk to you later, guys.